Hi everyone, I'm Colleen, and I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday so far. So today's topic, we're talking about dental office manager salaries. So, when you're making decisions, career decisions regarding, what type of role that you're looking to get, what industry you want to go into, and all of those sorts of things, something that we do need to talk about is salary for those positions, right? So, I mean, it's great to want to get into a role or an industry or field that is something that you enjoy, something that you're good at, and something you can really make a difference in. But salary is definitely one of those conversations that we need to have, and some of the research that you need to do before you make final decisions regarding, where your career path is going, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to make enough money to support yourself, and you have to make enough money that is in alignment with your lifestyle and your lifestyle goals, right? So that's kind of what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about dental office manager salaries across the US and some other considerations that you definitely want to think about if you are considering and are researching dental office manager type roles. Okay. But before we dive too deeply into that, just want to remind everyone that these streams are brought to you by Princess Dental Staffing, which is a dental job board. They have positions available, both full time, part time, temporary, and permanent roles for dental receptionists, dental assistants, dental hygienists, dentists, and yes, dental office managers as well, in a variety of different areas. Okay. So if you have some time today, hop on to princessdentalstaffing.com, see what positions they have available in your area. You can also create a profile and get your information in front of hiring managers. Okay. And if you are a recruiter or a hiring manager for a dental agency, or for a dental office or a practice, you can also visit princessdentalstaffing.com and take a look at their contact information. You can reach them via phone, via email, or via chat on the website. Okay. Additionally, on princessdentalstaffing.com, you can take a look at their blogs, which cover a lot of the same topics that we cover in these live streams. Okay. Speaking of these streams, each week, Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a new stream covering a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry so that you can make the best decisions possible for you. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to follow our page, subscribe to our channel. If you like our content, drop us a like. And if you want to be part of the conversation, by all means, leave us a comment with your insights, thoughts, questions, and anything like that. Okay? All right. So let's talk about dental office manager salaries. Okay. So normally we bring you salary averages from sources like BLS.gov, right? Bureau of Labor Statistics .gov. Unfortunately enough, BLS shares salary and career information for office managers, but not specifically dental office managers. So instead, I'm going to be providing you with a pay range from several other sources. The first one is Glassdoor, who averages that dental office managers make between 43 and 63,000 on average. For that role. Some of the top paying companies include Heartland Dental in Chandler or Aspen Dental in Goodyear. Okay. Salary.com shares a range that dental office managers make between 60,000 and 100,000 nationwide, with an average coming in at just under about 80,000 a year. Okay, that's annual salary. Okay, so basically, depending on where you are in the US, you can probably expect to make at the low end maybe a little over 40,000 a year, at the high end probably about 100,000. Okay, so that's a pretty broad range, right? And that is largely because of a lot of considerations, right? There are a lot of things that affect salary. First thing that can affect your salary in any position, but is definitely in dental front office or dental office manager role, are things like level of education that you have and that is required for the position, certifications, additional competencies, years of professional experience, and those sorts of things. So depending on what your credentials and your qualifications are, you can usually negotiate a higher salary. Okay. And it's also going to depend quite a lot on on, what the requirements for that particular role are. And the requirements can change based on, the state that you're in, and also the specific needs of the office or the practice, right? So, depending on what the incumbent for this role can be expected to do, that's going to drive what qualifications are needed. So it doesn't just the salary is not just affected by your location, but also on the office or the practice and what you're going to be expected to do, what qualifications are required for you to do a thorough job, and what qualifications you have. Okay, so lots of considerations there. Okay, so let's start off by talking about averages, dental office manager salary averages by state. So I'm not going to list all 50 states. I'm going to do the top 10 and the bottom 10. Okay, and what I'll do is after this video goes live, I'll include a link below to this blog post, and that way you can peruse all 50 states. Okay, and you can see where yours is, or kind of what's close around you, especially if you are a dental office manager. Maybe you're looking to move or change locations. This is really great information to kind of help you determine where you may want to go. Okay, all right, so let's start with top 10. Okay, coming in at number 1 is California. Okay, so their salary range for dental office managers is $65,869 annually to $112,421. Okay, so pretty big range there. Median annual salary is $87,519, and that translates to $42.08 an hour. So, I'm going to be giving annual and hourly just so you can kind of, gauge that. But that's basically what that translates into, the median annual salary, and then that's the annual, and then the hourly. Okay, coming in under California is New Jersey. That's number 2. The range is 65,744 to 112,207, so pretty comparable to California. Median annual salary is 87,352 annually, and that translates to about $42 hourly. Okay. Next is Alaska, 65,153 to 111,198 salary range. Median annual salary is 86,567, and that translates to 4162 hourly. Next is Massachusetts, 64,992, so just under 65,000. Up to the top range, which is 110,923,000. Median annual salary is 86,353, which translates to 4152 hourly. Excuse me. Coming in under Massachusetts, we're staying in the Northeast at Connecticut. 64,365 at the bottom end, 109,853 at the top end. Median annual salary is 85,520 annually, and hourly that's $41.12. Okay. Underneath that, we're going to the other coast, Washington. 64,072 annually on the bottom end, 109,353 at the top end. Median annual salary is 85,131 yearly, and hourly that is $40.93. Okay. All right, back across the U.S., we're sticking to the coast, it looks like. Next, under Washington is New York State. 63,723 at the bottom end, 108,762 at the top end. Median annual salary is 84,670, and the hourly for that is $40.71. Okay. Underneath that, Hawaii. So way far out there. So at the bottom end, 62,657, top end, 106,938. Median annual salary, 83,250, and hourly that is a little over $40, so $40.02 annual or hourly. Next, we have, so this is number 9, Rhode Island, 62,585 to 106,816. And the median annual salary is 83,155. Hourly, that is $39.98. So coming in just under 40. Okay. And at number 10, Maryland, 61,573 to 105,089. Median annual salary is 81,811, and hourly, that is $39.33. Okay. So it's kind of decreasing incrementally in terms of like hourly salary, but of course that translates into a lot more when you look at it annually, right? So California was coming in at a little over $42 median hourly salary, and then Maryland came in at just under $40. So only a few dollars difference, but of course annually that makes a huge difference, right? Okay. All right, so let's look at the bottom 10. Okay. So coming in at, let's see, this is number 40. It's Oklahoma. So median, or excuse me, salary range starts at 55,216 to 94,239 annually. That is a median average annual, or that's a median annual salary of 73,364, and hourly that is $35.27. Okay. Next is New Mexico, $55,084, so just a little over 55. And the top range is $94,014, so a little over 94,000 annually. Median annual salary is 73,189. Hourly, that is $35.19. Next, we've got Wyoming, 54,929 to 93,749. Median annual salary, 72,983, so coming in just under 73,000. And hourly, that is $35.09. Next, Tennessee, 54,899 to 93,698. Median annual salary is 72,943 per year. Hourly, $35.07. Next, we've got Alabama, 54,863 to 93,637. Median annual salary, 72,896. Hourly, that is a little over $35, $35.05 hourly. Alrighty. Going on down the line, we've got Montana, 54,594 to 93,177. Median salary is 72,538, and hourly, that is $34.87. Next, we've got Arkansas, 54,421 to 92,883. Median salary, 72,308, and hourly, that is $34.18. Or excuse me, $34. Sorry, my printer kind of cut off. It's $34.75. Sorry about that. All right, next we've got West Virginia, 53,775 at the bottom end to 91,780 at the top end. Median salary is 71,450. Hourly, that is $34.35. Next, we've got Mississippi, 53,257 to 90,895. Median salary is 70,761 annually, and the hourly for that is a little over $34. It's $34.02. Okay. And finally, coming in at number 50, drum roll please, it is South Dakota. Okay. So they have, their range is 52,624 to 89,815. That's a median salary of 69,920. So coming in just under 70. And I believe that's the only state to come in under 70,000 for median annual salary. And that translates to $33.62 hourly. Okay. So those are kind of the top 10 and the bottom 10 states in terms of salaries for dental office managers. Everything else, of course, the other 30 states are going to be in between. Okay. So those are the states. Now, a few other things that you'll want to take into consideration. I know we talked before I started listing all the states, et cetera. I know we kind of started talking about, things that you want to consider in terms of job duties, requirements, qualifications that are required, and qualifications that you possess. And all of those sorts of things. But the other major thing that you want to kind of take into consideration when deciding, where you want to be for your dental office manager role, or even if you want to be in a dental office manager role, is cost of living. Right. So, if you notice, the number one state on our list was California. That is a very high cost of living in many of its areas, especially its major metropolitan areas, LA and San Francisco and all those different places, right? Whereas, places like Alaska, Washington, which are also in our top 10, are generally, depending on where you are going to be lower costs of living, right? So you're going to get more bang for your buck. So even though you're not making the California wages, you may be essentially earning more, right? Because your dollar goes a lot farther. Your money has more spending power. So that is something else that you definitely want to take into consideration as well. Cost of living in the area. Okay. The calculator that I really like is the Forbes cost of living calculator, and you can Google it if you want to. But Forbes cost of living calculator, it actually does it by city, so it's more specific than just state. But if you are in a current location and you're earning a certain amount, and you decide that maybe you're like, if you're moving, or you're trying to decide where you want to move, that's a great resource to kind of determine what salary would be equivalent in your new location if you're trying to make at or above what you're currently making in your current location. Okay. So really great resource there. Okay. All right. So that will do it for us regarding dental office manager salaries across the US, and some other considerations that you'll definitely want to think about and evaluate when making the decision regarding whether you want this to be a dental office manager role to be part of your career path or your career goals. And if so, kind of what location and what salary you can expect. Okay. So hope you enjoyed today's stream. Again, if you have any thoughts, insights, considerations, maybe, some other things that job seekers may want to consider in terms of like salary negotiations, those sorts of things, be sure to comment below and be part of the conversation.